Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. This is Aaron Jones, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Too easy, too easy.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun is Trubisky. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Hey, 18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that. So into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
3 buzz. 26. Look against you.
Here's Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
58, the money. 58, the money. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. 25. Check 23.
Working from the gun. Rodgers going up top. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, defense.
Topper.
Jump.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 22 yards there, a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here, as they've got it with a 3rd down and 3.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. 30, 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. First down, a run with Cohen. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now it's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Trubisky to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And an alley. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. He's at He's at the 40. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
Check 31, check 31. Rush in, rush in, rush in. 49, check 49, check 49.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
SOS, SOS, SOS.
Right now, you got 58. 58.
Now Jones. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Brings up second and goal at the 12-yard line.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. To throw, it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. A minute 52 to play until halftime. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Now it's Rodgers. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. You end up having to take 3 there.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows that.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Here's Trubisky. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Packers take over.
Let's go,
first
boys,
and
let's go.
10 at their own 44-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers, pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Go, go.
Mike spoke.
Kelly, don't let Kelly.
Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Jim, 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 Jim. Hey,
Flip it down.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, look at Thomas, wide open. And now the spin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
A gain of 29 yards.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I'm coming, I'm coming.
Back north.
44.
319.
From the gun, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Let's get this.
Intercepted. The Bears take over.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, alert 3, alert 10.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. On 1st down, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Kenny Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Trubisky to throw. Miller on the catch over the middle. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Play action. Now Trubisky. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The first defensive back taken in this year's draft, Darnell Savage there to knock that one away.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Rodgers operating from the gun. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 15 yards on the play, first down. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Check 13.
Rodgers now from the gun, he'll throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Hey, Charlie.
On first down, Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise,
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Jones. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Motion. Over here.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On third down, here's Jones. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. On 1st and 10, Payne. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Hey, exit. Get.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Payne. That is caught at the 7. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Crosby is good. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And now here is another interception. Picked picked off at the 28, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes the score Packers 38, Bears 9.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Cohen. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Alert, alert.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Completes it to the tight end, Burton.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
X3, 218, chopper.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for Green Bay,